talk FHA loans because I was just sitting with a client who is very interested in becoming a homeowner, and there's a few hang-ups. The biggest hang-ups that we see are credit score, down payment, not having the down payment, or closing costs. And there are some other things like lack of a continuous employment history, things like that. There is always something that you can do to address your situation. It may not be an immediate answer, but you can always work on it so that you can become a homeowner. So what we were discussing is the power of investing in a property to live in for a year or two, and then moving on to a property that may be better fitted for you long term. So whenever you purchase a home with an FHA loan, you can only have one open FHA loan at a time as your primary residence. And so the great part about FHA is that it's just 3.5% down, and then you can ask for seller concessions. Of course, that's seller dependent as to whether they agree to that or not, but you can purchase your first home with as little as 3.5% down. There are some other loan programs that we'll talk about later that allow you to finance 100% of your purchase price, but today we're talking about FHA. One of the biggest things in terms of building a real estate portfolio is that I've seen many people do it with FHA loans, because the rules with FHA, to qualify, you need at least a 580 credit score. You need to have your 3.5% down payment, 2 years of work history, continuous work history, generally at the same job or at the same type of job where you're getting paid the same kind of way. And also you will need 2 years of tax returns that you have filed your taxes. If you paid those up, that sort of thing. So that's a very good way to purchase your first home. You also are required to live in the home for 1 calendar year. After the first calendar year, you can use that property as whatever you'd like. You should refinance that property, however. Whenever you refinance the property, you refinance into another type of loan product, and then you're free to go out and purchase another primary residence up to 4 units. So if you want to buy a multifamily property, you can actually purchase up to 4 units as long as you occupy one for 1 calendar year. You can continuously keep on doing this as long as you qualify for an FHA loan and as long as you meet the requirements that they're going to require, meaning that you don't have another open FHA loan that is your primary residence. So what you need to do is talk to your local real estate agent, talk to your local lender. We have several on call that are especially knowledgeable about FHA loans, and you can actually build a real estate portfolio by not having to put 20, 25, 30% down when you buy an investment property, because you're actually buying a primary residence and you're able to move those funds around as time goes on to benefit you, the home buyer.